What's up, everybody? This is the ReAct Man here, and today we're watching a video called Big Streamers Just Don't Get Battlefield. Now, I saw this pop up on my recommended. It has gotten almost 600,000 views in 2 days, and it's by a buddy of mine named Kingerd. I have actually asked him for permission to react to it. He told me to go fuck myself. No, I'm kidding. He said it was cool. But this reminded me of a video I did a few years back called Call of Duty Streamers Don't Understand Halo, and it just made me very curious. So we're gonna take a look at this video. Go subscribe to Kingerd if you haven't already. He makes great content. I'll put a link to his channel in the description and pinned comment, as well as this video. With that, let's get to acting. Let's get to reacting.
Today represents a dark day in our history. With this monstrous, unprovoked attack, no country is safe from their reach.
So how are you gonna look at me and tell me, oh, battle royales are overdone? That comment pisses me off. It really does, man.
We're back. We're back to the battle royale. We're back talking about battle royales again. Oh my goodness, that's a great edit.
And when people are like, we don't need battle royale.
But I don't think that that's the sauce of this game. Battle royale for this would be fire.
Oh my god. Oh, Battlefield 2042 had a battle royale and everybody hated it and nobody played it. This can't be real. These clips got to be like super old. These can't be recent. No way.
You don't real football game.
It needs a good progression, reasons to fucking log in daily. It needs battle pass shit for sure, and rank game modes.
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
Jesus, man. That's like the first time I've ever heard someone unironically say, this game needs a battle pass. Reasons to keep logging in. The reason to log in is that the game is fun. Look, it's a modern military shooter. We can't go balls to the walls with like cosmetics and unlockables. I'm sure there's gonna be some stuff. We can't have like sexy skins like you see in Marvel Rivals, right? It's just a completely different art style. This game gotta keep players coming back because the game is fun and new content is being added.
Several of the world's top streamers have voiced their criticisms of the Battlefield 6 beta, and I feel like I've stepped into a time machine with how outdated some of these takes are.
So what do you mean the newer game mode that has come into gaming, the battle royale, is overdone? How is that possible?
What? That's not a, no way is this a real recent clip of TimtheTatMan. I like that guy, by the way. I got nothing against him or NickMercs, but man, this is bringing me back. This is bringing me back. This is like the spiritual successor to my Call of Duty Streamers Don't Understand Halo, because it was the same thing. It was the same thing with Halo Infinite. And it was like, no, guys, please, just let this game be its own thing. Let it cater to the strengths of its IP and its identity. Let Battlefield be Battlefield.
Wow, primitive.
I'm talking about the ones that seem to have, we'll just say, a favorite type of game. Rest assured, while we are about to tear into some dog water takes, that doesn't mean that I don't respect any of these streamers for the channels they've built or—
The Dead Rising music it works in every video. If you need background music, just throw in Dead Rising while music. Works every single time.
or that I hate them all or whatever. I know these people love gaming, but the role gaming plays in their professional lives seems to have completely skewed the way they view video games. And if EA and Battlefield Studios bow the knee to these kinds of streamer demands, I think Battlefield 6 as we know it will be doomed to join the ranks of other corpses paraded around like puppets pretending to be series we used to love.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, it was the same thing with Halo Infinite. Like, it's not that these guys are wrong. It's just that is not what the priority should be with Battlefield. Especially right now. 9 maps at launch. 4 of them are pretty dang small. Yeah, this is the thing. It's not that they're wrong that, oh, a battle royale would be cool. I mean, they tried that in 2042. Nobody gave a shit. Still, it's like, yeah, that would be nice to have this mode in this game, but it should be nowhere near the list of the top priorities, like the top 50 or 100 things the game has to do right. Get everything else right, then sure, come up with a fucking battle royale if people want to play that. I don't want to play a Battlefield battle royale. There's already so many other games out there. What I want is just operations again. Fuck Battle Royale, man. Operations is from Battlefield 1 is better than a BR.
So what are these big streamers saying that tells me they just don't get Battlefield? Let's get into it.
The Kingerd, there he is.
You show me a COD streamer finally trying a different game, and I'll show you someone who spouts Battle Royale like it's a nervous tick.
You like it? I do. I think the VR is going to be like if I come back to play it, I think I'm going to play that a lot more than I play this.
Overall thoughts on the game? I'm having a blast.
There's a lot of jokes I could make right now. I'll bite my tongue.
And I think ultimately too, it's getting us excited for what potentially Battle Royale could be for this game.
Same shit, different day.
This is the true face of heresy.
Battle Royale, Battle Royale, Battle Royales.
Battle Royale or BR? BR?
BR. Battle Royale, Battle Royale.
I'm excited for the Battle Royale.
I mean,
the game itself, not the BR. I think I'm into a little bit of it, like the TDM. Maybe we can play it for a couple days.
TDM, dog. It ain't. Battlefield doesn't have TDM. It has objective modes. Oh, this hurts. This hurts to watch. I'm not even a super huge Battlefield fan. I just fucking love 1. I got probably 200, 300 hours in Battlefield 1 and a grand total of like 4 or 5 across all the other Battlefield games.
I'm gonna be honest, I almost checked out when he said he wants to play team deathmatch in a Battlefield game, but let's hear some more.
Yep.
I like TDM and the domination thing. It's a little bit more.
Oh, dog, it's Conquest, man. It's Conquest. What are these guys doing, man? Call of Duty does rot the brain. I need to stop playing that. I need to stop playing it.
Intimate. So if you're a Call of Duty guy, you're definitely gonna like the fact that like you're all really tight in a little map and you're bobbing and weaving.
Okay, that is somewhat important. If you're a Call of Duty guy, you're gonna like this. As I have seen on the Battlefield subreddit, it is quite mixed. The game is fun, but there are a lot of people, Battlefield fans especially, complaining that it's too similar to Call of Duty. It's appealing to that TikTok, ADHD, Twitch shooter vibe, and there's not much tactics, strategy, or downtime left.
I know you don't don't play it then. I'll play the BR.
Sure, Nick.
What is that?
A BR as one of many modes would be fine, but we all know that's not how this works. And he should know, he regularly plays one of gaming's best examples of a battle royale sucking up development resources and alienating the fan base of one of the most popular series in the world.
Let him cook, let him preach, let him spit straight facts. That is so true. And even when you think about Halo Infinite, that mode where it was last Spartan standing, and they ended up taking it down like 6 months later, there was a variety of reasons why not enough people played it and why they got rid of it. But it's just the idea that what people buy into for a Battlefield or a Halo game, they need to get that first and foremost. And then any additional bullshit, sure. Battle Royale, you want to do that once the game has like 15, 20 maps, bunch of different weapons, and is more or less complete, sure, do a battle royale after that, maybe in 2-3 years. Honestly, I just feel like everything else Battlefield does is vastly more interesting and entertaining than a battle royale, because you have that large scale all-out warfare, and guess what, you can respawn.
New COD games serve as little more than invitations to come play Warzone these days. Titanfall 3 was canceled to focus on Apex, and Splitgate 2 could have had far more going for it if it didn't put all of its eggs into the basket of a subpar BR reveal.
Let them cook. Just keep letting them cook.
A BR that's just passable doesn't fly in today's market, and
it was Battlefield 5 that had the Battle Royale, and nobody really gave a shit about that.
It's Royale.
Here's the thing, for every successful BR mode, there's like 10 that just fall flat on their ass. There's already enough good Battle Royale games that if these guys want to keep playing those, go for it. Probably played the shit out of them so much, and they want to be able to stream the type of game that brought them the audience they have in the first place. That's really what I think it boils down to. Not that these guys are like massive pieces of shit, you know, for voicing their opinion on the internet. I think it's important to understand where they're coming from and why they're wrong.
I think Battlefield Studios knows this. That would be why they're using different studios to tag team different sides of Battlefield 6, including...
I thought he was making a mistake when he said Battlefield Studios. I did not realize they actually like created a collaborative brand. I just always thought it would be DICE, but interesting.
the not technically announced but obviously still incoming Battle Royale mode. But even then, do we really think EA will actually allow equal funding to updating Rush as they will their Battle Royale post-launch?
Nope. Nope. Absolutely not. No fucking way. In fact, I saw something on the Battlefield subreddit that shed. That Battlefield 4 launched with like 10 maps, and within a year it had added almost 20. Now granted, much of that was paid DLC, but if you're talking about a new Battlefield game and you say, oh yeah, there's 20 maps, yeah, I'll keep playing that shit. As stupid as the microtransactions were in Battlefield 1, like, hopefully it helped fund a lot of the post-launch support, and it was all just more of what I wanted. I want more of what I want. That thing I like, Conquest, Operations, Rush, give me more please, let me keep consuming.
The modern gaming evidence says no. If they do, great, but I doubt it. Which a BR focus might not be the end of the world if it stayed true to Battlefield's core in fairy tale land, but I don't see how it'd be possible to mix Battlefield's identity of a large-scale, casual, rock, paper, scissors, class-based combat with a hyper-competitive, limited life mode like a Battle Royale and still be able to please everyone.
Yeah, I don't think they'd be able to. Honestly, it would just turn into Call of Duty. It would just turn into Warzone, because the whole concept, I mean, you could have classes in a battle royale, but isn't the whole point like even starts? At least when you spawn in, then you find all the stuff. I mean, that takes a lot of effort too, to not only create the map, but just the mechanisms and the game mode itself.
So we need traditional modes to stay prioritized to retain what Battlefield is.
I see people talking about like, Battlefield doesn't need to be all right. Can you guys just let us have one that like BRs? Like,
No, Tim, no. Maybe in 2-3 years. How about this? We get 15, 20 maps. We get maybe 20, 30 more weapons. Then we could talk about a battle royale. How about that? 15, 20 total maps. Make sure the maps are fucking good, right? And that they're not just tiny little cluster fucks. Just let you have one, dog. You got Fortnite, you got Warzone, and apparently people still play PUBG. I literally see nobody talk about PUBG or play it at all, but it's still hitting pretty solid numbers on Steam charts. You guys have battle royales. You got fucking Fall Guys. You got Tetris, man.
I mean, dude.
Can we let you have one? Can we let you have one?
Don't you turn against me.
I don't know you anymore.
You guys already got one series to bend the knee. It's movement, it's sweat, it's tailor-made for you and your audience now. Instead of demanding Battlefield be more like COD, just go play COD.
No, every first-person shooter has to cater to my specific needs. I'm the streamer. I'm a YouTuber, okay? No, this game needs to have the things that I want.
Battlefield's gonna get another battle royale, but as far as games that don't feel like they have to focus on one, could you just let us have one?
Please, Tim. Thank you. Like your hat, by the way.
But why this obsession with battle royales from streamers? Why do they insist on new FPS titles always having one? Well, the answer is less about you and more about them. How about we let Tim explain?
Streamers and sweats ruin video games. Like, we tanked everything.
Yes.
There is some sort of, is there a word for like being an elitist?
Yeah, it's a word, but I think purist is more so what you're about to go for here.
Yeah, I mean, when you establish yourself as a sort of high-octane, high-risk, high-reward type of streamer in the Battle Royale format, naturally, what people are going to watch from you is high stakes. They want to see those moments where you come through with the clutch win and get the victory royale. They also want to see you fucking fall apart and fail to get the W. But you don't have that same sort of stakes or intensity in a 32v32 conquest mode. What they're asking for is kind of selfish.
There are people in gaming that play a game like Battlefield, or let's throw Halo in this bundle here.
Don't. We've been through this.
That only want the game they love to make the one thing that they love. Are you guys following what I'm saying here?
Yeah, I follow. You're saying a Battlefield fan wants more of what made them a Battlefield fan.
No shit.
Halo doesn't need the Battle Royale because I love playing the multiplayer. Correct!
Halo Infinite needed a lot more.
Battlefield doesn't need the Battle Royale.
True.
Because I love playing the multiplayer.
Oh, now I get it. He's reducing the Battlefield formula developed over 20 years and 13 plus games down to just the selfish preferences of some guy he's arguing with in his chat, because arguing with one hypothetical person's preferences is way easier than telling an entire fan base to step aside and let the COD streamer tell us what Battlefield really needs.
I think this is symptomatic of the issue that some streamers and content creators can get themselves into, thinking they're way more important than they actually are. I think it's pretty safe and objective to say that first and foremost, Battlefield 6 needs to cater to Battlefield fans. It needs bigger maps, it needs more vehicles, more levolution, wider areas, and it needs to fulfill that idea, that promise of all-out warfare. As much as it hurts for me to say Battlefield 6 doesn't need operations, it doesn't. It needs all the core important stuff. Operations is just my fucking jam. Like, if operations was a guy, I would suck his dick right now.
What?
Why does Battlefield need another BR, Tim? Let's hear it.
For someone like me, I love playing battle royales.
Because you love playing them. Now, why should Tim's
It does seem selfish to be like, well, this is what I like, even though it's not really a core part of the franchise's identity. In fact, it's the one time they tried it, it fucking sucked. So, you know, logically, maybe let's not try that again and try everything else first. And if we got some extra money and time and people want to do it, let's do the Battle Royale. I can at least understand the perspective, or like someone who's making a video that's like, and here's how I would make a battle royale for Battlefield 6. I'm saying battle a lot in this video, but you know what I mean.
For a BR have any more merit than the rest of us? He's either ironically being the elitist he's attempting to speak against, or he's saying that his preference should be held to equal value as the Battlefield purists. Doesn't really matter because both of those would be wrong. I love horror games, Tim. Doesn't mean other people are elitist if they tell me no to GTA 6 having a horror game mode. Come on, Tim, there's more to this. Tell us why you really want a battle royale that's not Warzone to play.
And on top of that, it's how I make a lot of my content.
You don't say. No wonder he wants a battle royale. I mean, but also it's like, dude, there's so many first-person shooters out there and even third-person shooters. Like, I just can't understand feeling so limited. Like, when you play so many different first-person shooter games, like, I've never felt limited to battle royales. You know what I mean? Like, branch out, motherfucker.
This is the big disconnect with predominantly BR streamers. Games don't need battle royales to stay relevant with their audience. The streamers need battle royales to stay relevant with their audience.
I feel like I raised this exact point. Halo doesn't need a BR, they do. Time is a flat circle. I am getting deja vu from this video. It's like, the more things change, the more they stay the same.
Or at least they think they do. Most of them are entertaining enough and good at video games. I bet if they branched out more often, they'd be surprised at the results. You see, in the streaming bubble, it can be easy to start conflating.
Yeah, play fucking Counter-Strike. Why not get really good at Counter-Strike, bro? That game's like always at the top of the Steam charts. Why not get good at Counter-Strike? Also, speaking of branching out, we got my boy Darth Microtransaction on frame down there. And look at him. He's typically an ARPG guy, a Diablo fan, Path of Exile Chad. He's branching out. Why can't you? Why can't you just stream and have fun and play what you want?
Viewer numbers with player numbers. Obviously, stream views help games get exposure, I'm not arguing that, but stream views is not always an accurate metric for figuring out just how many people are actually playing a game. Look no further than Mario Kart World. It sold over 5 million units in its first month, and reports showed 94% of Switch 2 buyers got a copy of it. It was, by all available metrics, a console selling success. And how is Mario Kart World doing on Twitch?
Yeah. Well, I mean, again, predominantly, you know, people that are playing Mario Kart World, they're just playing it because it's fun, not because they want to stream it and, you know, become a millionaire through brand deals and ads and subscriptions and all that stuff.
Oh. Battle Royales work really well for streaming. Every new match is like an episode of a
God, I miss Halo. You guys remember Halo?
TV show. There's a whole saga from dropping in, finding loot, close calls, and the final circle. If you pair that with an entertaining streamer, then you've got yourself a good live show for people to watch and engage with. These guys worked hard to create their brands, and a big part of that is managing audience expectations, so I'm not going to knock them for wanting to maintain their numbers.
You can't hate these guys for being successful and wanting more of the thing that makes them successful. You can't. I think it's important to always consider when these guys are saying, oh yeah, I'd like to play this. Like if I were a developer, I would just also think to myself, okay, well, what's most important for Battlefield? That's where I would start. What are the fans? Because at the end of the day, TimtheTatMan, NickMercs, they're just individual fans. They might speak for a greater audience, but that audience, if they're there for the content creator, is not necessarily indicative of what the Battlefield fan base wants.
If they can accept that Battlefield's identity is different from Call of Duty's and they just want to come enjoy it, then by all means, come on in, the water's fine. No gatekeeping here. But if streamers expect the same kind of authority they have over COD's continued development over here at Battlefield, to that I say, you want a game crafted for a younger live stream audience, eh?
I think you guys want that hospital.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. Oh, just let Battlefield be Battlefield.
The thing I would say to everyone that's saying, oh, Battlefield doesn't need a BR, we don't need a BR.
True.
There's another game that said the same thing. And that game isn't doing that hot, okay? That's all I'm saying.
The willful ignorance one must exhibit to imply Halo Infinite...
He was not talking about dog. No way. No way. Halo Infinite didn't launch with a Slayer playlist. It took like 1.5 years to get Forge. It took like 2 years to get campaign co-op. There wasn't mission select. It was bare bones. And look at his shit-eating grin, man. He's trolling. Tim is trolling the fuck out of me right now, and he knows it. And he knows it.
Failed to keep its launch audience because it didn't have a battle royale is staggering. Are we talking about the same Halo Infinite? The one with so little content it didn't even have a Slayer playlist?
And that is the #1 thing you go to when you talk about like missing the mark at launch. I think it's funny that I brought it up first and then so did Kingerd. But it's like, that really just says it all. There was no team deathmatch, no ability to just play Slayer, like the simplest basic mode.
At launch, the one that backslid in both content and features from the games before it, the game that was competing with MCC, the game which had 0 microtransactions and 6 Halo games worth of content that could all be bought for cheaper than 1 Halo Infinite skin bundle. The
fucking wild numbers, man. Wild.
A game that took like 3 years of live service CPR to become a still over monetized but decent Halo game? That Halo Infinite? I guess playing Warzone for so long really has given him tunnel vision if his only metric for good game versus bad game is whether or not it has a battle royale. If we're gonna ignore the quality of a game's launch with Tim's logic here, technically Halo Infinite had 2 main battle royales, one official and one made by the Forge Falcons.
Yeah, and so by going by that metric, didn't work out so well. Also probably because Halo Infinite was already strung together with spaghetti code and just the idea of trying to have 100 players in a lobby in a battle royale mode with, you know, it didn't even have like Halo 5's rec weapons. Like there weren't cool, badass, overpowered weapons, which you probably would have expected in a battle royale for Halo.
Why didn't you play it on stream more than like once, Tim?
Let's go! This is actually fire.
Where were you and where were the swarms of battle royale fans ready to make this game successful? Better yet, why isn't Battlefield 5's Firestorm in its 7th year of prosperous live service? Could it be because battle royales are not a guaranteed lifeline regardless of a game's quality?
No. No, of course not. Battle royales are supposed to be the key to success for every first-person shooter. My mind is blown right now.
Keep these Call of Duty guys off this. We don't need a battle royale. We don't need it. I got news for y'all, man. I'm going to tell you something. This is kind of hot. If this game BF6 flops, that may be it for Battlefield.
We are already leagues ahead of 2042. 2042, you shot at some guy and your bullets just were like, nah, not feeling it. It was like maybe 1 in 5 bullets, if you're dead set on a target, would hit him. And it's Battlefield 6 flops, it's going to be for the same reasons Halo Infinite did, was because it wasn't a game that satisfied its core fan base, the people who are going to support the game forever until the next game comes out. Look at Battlefield 1. That didn't have a battle royale. It came out only a year before PUBG. And yet that one was like the most popular. Maybe we should think about what that game did to become the most popular, best-selling Battlefield title out of the entire franchise. I don't know. But what do I know?
Can we have an honest conversation here?
Yeah.
Yes.
We can have one. You're conflating what you think a game needs to be successful with what you think your channel needs to be successful.
We don't need a BR. Battlefield doesn't need a BR. In my opinion, this may be a hot take. You can hate me or not.
I don't hate you. It's just a disagreement over gaming. If anybody actually hates you over this, they're either too young or too mentally unstable to be on the internet anyway, so.
True.
So don't worry about them.
You're kind of gatekeeping the whole game from people that love battle royales.
My brain just really hurts. It really hurts for some reason. Ow. 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 Oh. Ooh.
Tim, have you ever seen Arrowhead's web?
I gotta stop pausing the video, but yeah. A game for everyone is a game for no one. Preach!
I doubt it, since Helldivers 2 isn't a battle royale, and let's not forget how that one went.
Okay, I don't know how I feel about it. Looking at it, if it's a game I would like playing or making content with, comment down below and leave a like on this if you want to see it. I'll consider it.
I'm not playing the game.
The amount of people telling me to play, I swear to God, they're paying people to come in the chat.
I go to someone's stream, I had to leave after 2 minutes. You're shooting aliens, man.
What's wrong with that? What do you mean? Helldivers 2 is fucking incredible. Yeah, you're shooting aliens. Look at the bug that explodes. And then you got aliens swooping down on you trying to take your head off. There's robots and a third faction. You got all these nukes and bombs and mechs. You got the fucking Mantis from Halo in this game. You can call in airstrikes. Who would want to play a game like that? There's no PvP in it. How do these guys not enjoy Helldivers? I think this is what happens as a content creator when your brain becomes too content focused. Like for me, I barely stream. I play most games off stream, right? So I just play the shit that I have fun with. But these guys, RIP Doc, by the way. But these guys, I feel like only play games that they stream and that their audience is interested in. And if they're unsure, then even if they're having fun, maybe they don't know how to have fun without streaming.
I reacted to Jeff playing it and I was like, dude, I don't know if this is for me, but chat won't shut up about it. I don't know.
A few moments later.
The video popped off. It's my most viewed video in a month. Got the most likes. So yeah, we're playing Helldivers today.
That wasn't.
Okay. The content creator brain is a wonderful thing. I also think like just because something does really, really well doesn't mean you should just keep doing that thing. Just keep chasing trends. I don't know. He's right to keep playing it, but for the wrong reasons, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know if it sounds like he's actually having fun with the game. He just enjoys the numbers and the success that his video had.
Necessary. It was just a reminder that big streamers like this tend to rate games from the lens of what makes their content popular, not what makes a game popular. But anyway, the Arrowhead website says, a game for everyone is a game for no one.
You're kind of gatekeeping the whole game from people that love battle royales.
Who is Tim to demand an established series like Battlefield bring in something it's never needed before? What, is it Helldivers 2 all over again? Does he think that what Battlefield is on its own won't be enough to farm content from? Boy, COD licking your boots really did go to your head, didn't it?
Yeah, it might have. Yeah, that's a really good point. They never put a fucking skin of meat in any video game. So if Call of Duty's putting a TimtheTatMan, NickMercs skin or whatever in Call of Duty, I could see how you would think, oh, I'm someone that deserves to be catered to in my interests, and look at the stream numbers I get. Don't you want me to keep streaming this game? Add a battle royale.
It's this kind of arrogance that puts people off and makes them paranoid that streamers are going to try to use their popularity and their platforms to change Battlefield from what its fans like about it, just like they did with Call of Duty. Higher skill
and
gap,
so many
faster
others.
movement, constantly shifting metas, the stuff that makes for more entertaining content but drives away the casuals.
True, and the thing is, I feel like Battlefield 6 is already catering a little too much to Call of Duty fans. The game is super fast, snappy. So many of the animations feel almost instantaneous. There's never like really any downtime, at least as far as the beta I played, you know, so now it needs to cater to Battlefield fans. Yeah.
Just a BR mode at one point in time too, and we haven't forgotten about that. I doubt people are gatekeeping you, Tim. I doubt they're saying, we don't even want you to come and play Battlefield. Instead, I bet what they're saying is, we don't want you to come and try to change Battlefield with some of that same influence that helps change Call of Duty. It's not gatekeeping to say you're invited to the party, just don't break anything in the house. You know what?
True.
Forget GTA 6 having a horror game mode, Tim. I like point-and-click story games, and if you don't want COD to put development money and resources towards a point-and-click story game mode, then you're selfish elitist and you're gatekeeping Call of Duty.
Okay, I get the comparison Kingerd's going for here, though it is a little off base because I don't think people watch point and click adventures, you know what I mean? To a certain extent, Tim and Nick advocating for a BR, mostly it's them wanting to be able to play the game and share it with their audience, but it is also proof that the Battle Royale mode can bring in large chunks of players. I get what you're saying.
Everyone's talking about Firestorm. I did play Firestorm. In my opinion, didn't hit exactly like it could have been.
Okay, so now we are acknowledging that a game's quality can factor into a game's success when it benefits your argument, I guess.
There were things about Firestorm that kind of irked me from a Battle Royale standpoint that I just didn't love.
Okay, I guess our new rule of thumb is if there's a BR, the game's allowed to be either good or bad, but if there is no BR at all, automatic bad. Battle Royales are really just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to the clash.
Yeah, fighting over a game's identity. Oh boy, here we go.
Between Battlefield's casual identity and the increasingly competitive, retention-based FPS space. Brace yourselves because you're about to see just how much modern gaming has rotted some people's perception of what a game needs to be good.
Modern gaming classic. I'm fully braced for the brain rot, by the way.
It needs a good progression, reasons to fucking log in daily. It needs battle pass for sure, and ranked game modes.
Yes, the guy who's successfully monetized.
Has Battlefield ever had a ranked mode? I feel like people don't give a shit about rank in Battlefield. It's just about the massive scale of conflict and warfare. And also just like getting crazy clips. Like I feel like that's the competitive side of Battlefield, is posting those clips that get tens of thousands of likes, the crazy shit where you throw explosives on a mongoose and then explode a plane with it, or you know, any kind of dumb shit like that people love. That's the competitive side. I don't know, correct me in the comments if I'm wrong.
Being chronically online is regurgitating corporate approved drivel like a planted robot.
You must keep playing, you must buy battle pass, you must play skill, you must complete dailies.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Log on.
The guy who got popular based off of being really good at Overwatch wants a competitive mode for a franchise that has never really given a shit about competitive ranked modes.
I'm EA, and I approve this message.
How far has gaming fallen that this is something to actually want out of a new game?
I top fragged the comeback game. I don't even believe what he said. That was crazy.
I sat through enough of him refusing to revive teammates and
oh boy, come on, man.
Objectives to feel confident in saying the following. XQC is not interested in playing a Battlefield game for what Battlefield offers. He's an iPad kid that needs a dopamine hit every 5 seconds or else he'll switch to another app.
Yeah, I'm gonna be able to do. I forgot that Battlefield is just like a corner camping, like prone game, like wait for the game to come to you type thing.
Corner camping? I mean, sure, but that guy was not in a corner. He was holding down an objective. What do you mean camping? There's fucking objectives. You're playing Conquest. That's the whole point. You take the point and then you defend it.
I have no doubt that Battlefield will have the usual retention gimmicks like battle passes and daily challenges, but to say a game has to have that and has to have ranked to keep people invested exposes one of the biggest problems in modern gaming right now. It all points to one thing, one leading factor that used to drive success in gaming. Might I remind you of an ancient, enlightening, once powerful but since forgotten word?
Strike us with the power of your voice.
I knew that was coming. Yeah, just play a game because it's fun. Honestly, like at a certain point, you stopped unlocking things in Battlefield 1, and like I put hundreds of hours into that game. Never completed one of those stupid fucking puzzles. Wasn't gonna pay money to unlock a puzzle piece, like 1/5 of a melee weapon. I didn't give a shit about progression at a certain point. I was playing for the experience.
Wants to make the case that player retention tricks like skill-based matchmaking or login rewards lead to longer playtimes and more logins. They'd technically be correct, which is the problem. Psychologically engineered methods to keep people playing to squeeze the live service juice out of a game for as long as possible has taken priority over pure fun, original ideas, or innovative mechanics. XQC argues that Battlefield needs these gimmicks to stay alive. I argue that it's okay for a player base to move on and for a new game to come out. We are not the
Whoa. What? But then how do you make money? Money's not in developing games. It's in the live service. It's in the microtransactions. You see, they used to have to make like 4 brand new maps to get you to spend 15 to 20 bucks. Now they just make some fucking skin. They don't even have to test it. They just make some skin or some bundle. They sell that for 15, 20 bucks. Why on earth would you make new content when you could just make a skin for like 1/1000th of the effort and resources and somehow make more money? Also, the thing about like paid cosmetics that not enough people talk about is how it fucks with other parts of the progression system. Like, I think Marvel Rivals does it really well, where they have enough good cosmetics in like these battle passes or whatever, such that the stuff you could buy in the store doesn't feel like that's the best stuff. Like, you still unlock stuff by playing the game, but when there's an incentive for developers or publishers to monetize the ever-loving fuck out of a game, they often just blatantly ruin the progression system as a result.
The same.
Oh, this I...
Literally, actually, Battlefield 1 fucking did that. They offered these kits you could buy because you unlocked a couple weapons at like assault class level 1 or 2, and then it took you until level 10 to unlock the next weapon. They literally offered a pay-to-use method for Battlefield 1, and people fucking hated it.
Don't like. You should not be able to use 2 primaries in a game like this. You can position yourself to have the perfect weapon in every single scenario, which kind of sucks.
Yeah, Shroud knows what he's talking about, man. Yeah, shout out this guy.
It's limited to shotguns, DMRs, and SMGs. I guess that's better. I don't know. The shotguns look broken.
Shroud never got on a pedestal about how Battlefield wasn't competitive enough, and he seemed to have fun overall, but I still included this clip because I think it gives us a good, candid glimpse into the mindset of a guy who streams mostly competitive games for a living.
Yeah.
I really don't like that. I need to see what it looks like from a live perspective when people do high drops. Oh god, that... Ugh. Oh, scope Clint? Really? We're doing scope Clint?
Like with the BR streamers or XQC, the context behind why a streamer has the preferences they do, it's important for counteracting any hive minds that start to pop up. And with these clips from Shroud in particular, I think his background in competitive gaming makes him more likely to criticize anything that offers a competitive disadvantage. Anything that tips the scale too far in one direction, no matter the reason.
Which is helpful in the sense that, yeah, you want the game to be fun. You want certain things to feel powerful. But I mean, compared to the clips of like Tim and Nick, like Shroud, at least I'm taking Shroud seriously, you know?
Sniper glint, giving away your position. Carrying a second primary so assaults are more equipped to push the front line than any other class. A landing roll that gives you a delay before you can react to what's around you. He's not wrong, these things do have their disadvantages, and he's not demanding everyone else accept his personal criticisms like someone else in this video did. But my point is, making a game as fair and balanced as possible for hyper-competitiveness is just not what Battlefield is. If some sweat is hiding out in a building with a shotgun putting one in my chest every time I walk in the door, hello, you know what I should be able to do in a Battlefield game? Level the building.
Yes, just destroy the camping spot. If you hate campers, you should be able to destroy the camping spot. Battlefield has unique solutions to age-old problems. That's where it shines.
Or at least blow out the walls he's using as cover. If some tryhard shows up on Battlefield wanting to slide cancel circles around a 40-year-old father of 2, you know what that tryhard sees on Battlefield? The barrel of an M1 Abrams. Battlefield in a nutshell is either you getting blasted by some BS, you blasting your enemies with some BS, all while working with your squad and team to counter whatever the other team is throwing at you. The balance comes in from the classes and vehicles, which is why I still think weapons should be class locked.
Yeah, that would be nice. That would solve a lot of problems.
When it retains its identity, Battlefield is absolutely not balanced in every encounter, and that's by design. Sometimes you're going to turn the corner and see 17 sniper glints like you're at a concert. Bring in the tank. Sometimes the building you're in is going to collapse on your head and you have no clue why. No worries, a squad mate will get you back on your feet, as long as it's not XQC.
Yeah, you know, you get killed by some bullshit, you have an instant, like, 0.25 second revive animation if someone gets near you. So even if you do die to some bullshit in Battlefield, like, that's always been a thing where it's like, oh, but I can just instantly be revived and just get back into the fight. Yeah.
Like with the Battle Royale argument, I don't think you can mix the fundamentals of Battlefield Sandbox with the ultra-focused balance that competitive play needs and be able to make everyone happy. So just stick to what Battlefield is and don't worry about competitive play or arbitrary retention tactics, or just don't make a Battlefield game.
Yeah, if you care about all this shit that most Battlefield fans don't care about, maybe you should be making or playing a different game.
Make something else. It's that simple. It's too early to tell if Battlefield 6 will be great, just a return to form but not exemplary, or bad, but just from...
I wasn't the only one encountering the fucking seizure-inducing glitches again. I encountered that a few times.
Remember, if Battlefield takes too many notes from big streamers who need gaming to cater to their stream views, their attention spans, or their preference for competitive play, this game will be doomed to toss aside the best of the series it's in to become something unrecognizable, like our boy Call of Duty did. Rest in peace. The execution of several
R.I.P. F's in the chat.
Battlefield games over the years has been inexcusable, don't get me wrong, but the core of the series still stands. Just look at the beta numbers. People are still interested in a good, new Battlefield game that actually feels like a Battlefield game.
And that also feels like a real modern shooter that takes itself seriously and doesn't have a bunch of stupid fucking cartoon video game character skins in it, you know? I mean, this is a video game, but it's supposed to feel like a Battlefield. They didn't have these dumb skins in one, and, you know, that seemed to work out all right.
These aren't stream numbers you're looking at, these are player numbers, people who actually put their hands on the game. Battlefield 6 can have what it takes to put the series back on track, just let it be Battlefield. If you want to see my take on EA's strategy to win back the trust they lost with the last few Battlefield games, click this video right here. Thank you members and patrons, and as always, thanks for watching. Carry on, you kings.
That was good. That was a solid video. Well done, Kingerd. Well done. Yeah, I'll put a link to his video in the description and pinned comment. Overall, I think it's funny that I don't know how many years after I did that Call of Duty streamer video that this conversation is still going on. What I liked most about this video is that he took perspectives from a variety of different streamers. Even though Tim and Nick pretty similar in what they cover, he also had XQC and Shroud in there. So really kind of gave sort of different perspective on like the streamer's idea of what Battlefield 6 should be, and saying, hey, maybe the casual fans or even the hardcore fans' perspective should be catered to more, because that's where the success is going to be. So thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. What do you think about Battlefield 6? Does it need a battle royale? Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. Like the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to TimtheTatMan TV for more awesome content. Right, everyone, that's all I got for today. This is the TimtheTatMan signing out. Peace.